Once upon a quiet night, under a sky full of twinkling stars, there lived a kind little girl named Cinderella. And tonight, something magical was about to happen. In a peaceful little village, surrounded by soft green hills and whispering trees, lived Cinderella. She had gentle eyes, a warm smile, and a heart full of kindness. Every morning, Cinderella would wake up early as the soft wind went ho-ho through the window. The birds would sing chirp, chirp, greeting the new day. "Good morning, little birds," she would say softly. Cinderella lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters. They were not very kind, but Cinderella always chose to be gentle. "Kindness is like a little light," Cinderella would whisper to herself. One day, Cinderella was sweeping the floor, swish, swish, swish. A tiny mouse peeked out and squeaked softly, squeak, "Hello." Cinderella smiled. "Hello, little friend." She shared a tiny crumb of bread with the mouse. "Thank you," the mouse said happily. Soon, more little animals came, birds, rabbits, and even a sleepy kitten. Cinderella never turned anyone away. "Sharing makes hearts feel warm," she would say. And the animals would cuddle close, listening to her soft voice. One evening, as the sun slowly set and the sky turned pink and purple, a letter arrived. It was an invitation to a royal ball at the castle. "Oh," Cinderella whispered, her eyes sparkling. "How lovely." But her stepmother said, "You cannot go. You must stay here and work." Cinderella nodded quietly. She did not argue. She did not complain. Instead, she sat by the window, looking at the stars. "Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. I hope everyone has a happy time," she said softly. As the night grew calm and quiet, a gentle glow filled the room. "Dear Cinderella," a soft voice called. Cinderella looked up. It was her fairy godmother, shining like moonlight. "Oh!" Cinderella gasped softly. "Because you are kind and honest," the fairy godmother said, "a little magic will help you tonight." With a gentle wave, whoosh, shimmer, sparkle, a pumpkin turned into a beautiful carriage. Mice became tiny horses. And Cinderella's simple dress turned into a soft, glowing gown. "Oh, it's so beautiful," she whispered. "Remember," said the fairy godmother gently, "be home before midnight." Cinderella nodded. "Thank you. I will." At the castle, soft music floated through the air. La la la, la la la. Lights glowed like stars inside the grand hall. Cinderella walked in quietly, her dress shimmering like the night sky. Everyone turned to look. But Cinderella stayed calm and kind, just as she always was. The prince walked over and smiled warmly. "Would you like to dance?" he asked. Cinderella nodded gently. They danced slowly, step by step, as the music played softly. Cinderella laughed a little, like tiny bells. And for a moment, everything felt peaceful and happy. Suddenly, the clock began to chime. Dong, dong, dong. "Oh!" Cinderella whispered. "It's time to go." She hurried out, her footsteps soft, tap, tap, tap. In her rush, one glass slipper slipped off her foot. But she kept going, remembering her promise. Back home, the magic faded gently. But Cinderella smiled. "It was a lovely night," she said softly. The next day, the prince searched for the girl who had danced with him. He carried the glass slipper from house to house. When he reached Cinderella's home, he asked, "May I see everyone?" The stepsisters tried the slipper. It did not fit.
Cinderella stepped forward quietly. "May I try?" she asked gently. The slipper fit perfectly. The prince smiled. It was you. Cinderella's kindness, honesty, and gentle heart had led her here. That night, Cinderella looked at the stars again. "Twinkle, twinkle," she whispered. "Thank you for this beautiful day." The soft wind whispered back. The animals curled up nearby. And slowly, gently, Cinderella closed her eyes. Sleep came softly, like a quiet lullaby, and everything felt calm, safe, and warm. Moral lesson: kindness and honesty always shine, even in quiet moments. Sharing love makes the world gentle and bright.